Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. I'm finally back from being out of town. So sorry that the 3C channel felt a little empty, and sorry that this side flick was probably posted late in the day, but I had to get you guys some movie updates. What we're going to be talking about today is one, Tom Holland being a straight out liar with his pants on fire. That's why he was not wearing any in this photo. I'm catching on to you. We also have another Spider-Man spinoff on the works with them figuring out who they want to play Kraven the Hunter. The Transformers reboot has a working title. That is so much more, guys. So I'm going to need your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. It's going to be a great busy week here on the channel. Not only are we're going to talk about all the movie news that's going to be going on. We have Willy's Wonderland coming out this week. I'll have a review for you guys, as well as I want to see what's going on with WandaVision, man. The thing has been driving me crazy all this time. But also don't be forgetting to hit that like button and subscribing for all the movie related content I bring you guys. Alright, so starting off here, if you're familiar with Side Flick, you know every now and then we like to bring a smaller up and coming movie that has an interesting premise that I'm like, you know what, bring it forward to you guys. And right here we have a movie with Will Smith coming up. The movie is entitled Fast and Loose, and it comes from director David Leitch, who brought us Deadpool 2. And the movie will be starring Will Smith, and the exact plot goes as the amnesia-themed movie finds Smith waking up in Tijuana with no memory after being attacked and left for dead, only to discover that he's been living two different lives. One as a rich and successful crime boss, and the other as a broke and lonely CIA agent. The catch is, he doesn't know which lifestyle represents his true identity, and worse, he's not sure which one he wants to live either. Boy, you bring in Will Smith and a great action director, I'm all up for this. That plot sounds interesting right there. Will Smith's waking up with amnesia, not knowing what life he belongs to. Am I a crime boss or am I this lonely CIA agent? What that even means with trying to figure out which one is his true identity, which one he's playing the double life on. I think that has the making for something really fun. It's just that title, Fast and Loose, makes me think, is this going to be more of a comedy then? Maybe not a straight up action movie like I was kind of hoping for? Is it also supposed to be a little bit of a parody on the Fast and Furious franchise? Because you can't tell me anytime you have the word title, Fast and blank, you're trying to make fun of Fast and Furious. That's okay. It's okay. I like me making fun of some baby Vin Diesel too. But you guys hear about the plot for Fast and Loose starring Will Smith. Are you into this? Would you be putting it on your watch list? Or are you just not a fan of Willie Smith? Next up here, we have a reboot to one of the franchises that definitely deserves it, and that is the Transformers franchise. Now, Hasbro and Paramount have been trying to work hard to bring back to life the Transformer franchise and kind of distance itself from what Michael Bay did in, well, those like 7,000 movies he made. I think Bumblebee was really a good change of pace story-wise and was something different and refreshing in the Transformers world. Unfortunately, it just didn't make that Transformers money they were used to with Michael Bay. So with that said, the studio was still looking for a new way to bring this franchise back to life, and now we've got our answers to how they're doing it. We have here from the Illuminati, which is pretty reliable in my opinion, giving us not only the working title, but some story details of what we can expect to see from this new Transformers movie. And they have it here that the working title for this new Transformers film is Transformers Beast Alliance. Now, like you guys know, I've been watching on my channel, working title is just what they call the movie in the meantime until they figure out the real title, but the working title is a hint to what is going down in the film. And Beast Alliance right there kind of fits in line with everything that we've been hearing about this new direction for the Transformers, that it'll be following the Beast Wars cartoon series of the 90s that the Transformers community seems to be completely in love with and happy that this is the direction that they want to take it. But as far as the story we can expect to see this, what they have to say here, Transformers Beast Alliance takes place in the Bumblebee timeline and will be set in the 1990s. The film will have the flavor of a heist film that will span from Brooklyn to South America right here. So basically, the Transformers movie, that's a heist film in the Bumblebee timeline, so it's looking like that film for sure is canon. Possibly even hinting that Bumblebee will be showing up here, even Haley Steinfeld herself. It's only 10 years later. She could be a little more grown up than the last time we saw her. I think this sounds really cool to me. I just want to go back to some really great designs on the robots, a story that we actually care about, and also the CGI just has to look like it's not a bunch of meshed up metal on screen fighting each other. So far, I'm liking the direction for the new Transformers franchise. What are you guys thinking about this? Are you digging what they're doing here, what they're keeping in continuity, and what they're wanting to go with for the plot of this film? Moving on to something that just happened to drop online a couple hours ago from me filming this side flick right here, and that is our first look of Jared Leto Joker in the Zack Snyder Justice League movie we are set to be getting on March 18th. And heck, they have confirmed the trailer will be coming out February 14th. So Valentine's Day, get your smoochie something nice, and if you don't got a smoochie, Zack Snyder's gonna smooch you some trailer. But Vanity Fair was the ones who released this photo along with a couple of details about what we can expect from this new iteration of the Justice League. And let's just start off talking about the new look for Jared Leto's Joker. And I gotta say, what a hella improvement right here. Yes, of course, some people can draw the comparisons that he's looking a little more like Heath Ledger's Joker, but I mean, that's not really a bad thing. His Joker's pretty iconic looking, but one thing that I am for sure happy they got rid of is no more tattoos. Those tattoos are gone, and that was the one thing that bugged the hell out of me with the original Jared Leto Joker design, was not even how many tattoos he had on, was just a few specific tattoos on his face. The word damaged on his forehead I always thought was too on the nose, was too weird, and always distracted me. I am liking this rugged look, and I'm hoping that something like this can kind of bring Jared Leto's Joker back to the foreground, where people are like, you know what, he wasn't that bad. I'd love to see him get his own movie or his own spin-off. Now, as far as the context and what we're seeing in here, it looks like Jared Leto's Joker will be part of a nightmare sequence. Now, if you saw the original Justice League, that is Joss Whedon's version of the Justice League, we got a tidbit of the nightmare sequence where Batman's holding the guns, a desert, and it's basically the future where Darkseid wins over Earth. We're going to be getting Zack Snyder's version of that includes a lot more than just Batman and Superman going at each other. It's also Jared Leto's Joker teaming up with Batman. Some of the descriptions they have here is saying that he will be wearing a bulletproof vest, that he'll also be wearing multiple police badges, and those are sort of like trophies to the Joker of, I guess, all the police officers he's gotten rid of. It's also saying here that for the first time, that I can't believe this, we will see Batman Ben Affleck and Jared Leto's Joker interact with each other and actually have some dialogue. It kind of blows my mind that I'm just now realizing that we had a new version of Joker, a new version of Batman that never met each other, but we're in the same timeline. I guess you can count that Suicide Squad scene a little bit, but even then, Batman just punched Harley and then dipped out of there. So we'll finally get to see them interact with one another, but also they say here we'll be getting a little bit of the backstory of how this Joker burnt down Wayne Manor in that movie, how he killed Robin. Like, I can't wait to see this 4-hour-long cut, man. This is gonna be awesome. How do you guys feel about the new look of Joker and some of the stuff we're gonna be seeing in this version of Zack Snyder's Justice League? Before we get on to Spider-Man 3 news, we gotta talk about one of his villains getting a solo movie. Venom, you had yo shot, but Kraven the Hunter, it is now yo turn. It is being reported here by the Illuminati, which again, guys, I want to say I trust these guys. They have not really stirred me wrong in the movie news community. So until then, I will continue using them as a source until they just turn out to be horribly wrong. But they provided us with a lot of information that has come to fruition. And right here, they're saying that the solo Kraven movie that we have known has been in the works with Sony for a long time has now offered the role of Kraven to Keanu Reeves. They said here exactly in their article, we have received word that Sony has given an official offer to Hollywood megastar Keanu Reeves to star as Kraven the Hunter in his own Sony solo film. The project is being referred to simply as Kraven at this time, according to our sources. We were also given a description of the tone that the studio is shooting for. Our sources described the tone of the movie as a mashup of Man on Fire and Logan. So there you have it right there. That's kind of what Sony is wanting to go for. We see that they're doing this a lot with Spider-Man properties. They've already made Morbius, they made Venom, which has also gotten a sequel, and now they're wanting to do this with Kraven the Hunter. And alright, whatever. I guess Kraven the Hunter is one I would not mind seeing his own solo movie too. He could have a lot of interesting stuff there. Now, the tone that they're going for with this movie is basically the plot of an older man protecting a child for the entirety of the movie. I mean, that's what Man on Fire and Logan have in common. It was about older men who were saving a child from whatever was happening to them. So it looks like that's what we can kind of expect from Kraven the Hunter, is Kraven is out on a mission doing something, then he gets a little kid with him to protect, and then that's the entirety of the movie. As far as Keanu Reeves being offered the role, which means he has not accepted it, he is not officially Kraven the Hunter yet. That is if he wants to do it. I really don't mind this. I think Keanu Reeves is a perfect beast to be playing Kraven the Hunter. I know some of us think of a really swole, buffed out guy like a Joe Manganiello, but Keanu Reeves perfectly suits that role to me. He's a macho man. So if he says yes, I'm all down for that. It's just what I'm more curious about is if Kraven the Hunter is getting his own solo movie, there's no way he's showing up in Spider-Man 3. We've heard for the longest time that he was maybe showing up in Spider-Man 3, but as soon as those SpiderVerse rumors started coming about, oh, nobody was talking about good old Kraven anymore. And well, speaking on those SpiderVerse rumors, we gotta get to that. Let me guys know how you feel about a Kraven solo movie in the works, and if you would like Keanu Reeves to be that guy. Alright, here, let's get talking about what Tom Holland has recently been saying. So he's going around promoting his movie Cherry, which is set to come out this month in theaters and on Apple TV. And of course, while he's doing these interviews, which I said, no pants because he's a liar and he set them on fire, he's of course being asked about the SpiderVerse rumors with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being part of the movie twice now, and both times he's given an answer similar to this. Today on Esquire, he said, no, they will not appear in this film unless they have hidden the most massive piece of information from me, which I think is too big of a secret for them to keep from me. But as of yet, no. It'll be a continuation of the Spider-Man movies that we've been making. And that's not even Tom Holland trying to tiptoe around the question or being like, oh, I can't confirm, I can't deny. Oh, maybe, you never know. This is just him straight up saying, no. They're not going to be in the movie, as far as I know. I mean, that would be a big twist, I guess, but I don't know anything about it. Tom, you're such a bad liar right now, buddy. But playing devil's advocate, yo, what if he's telling the truth, man? What if we've been screwing ourselves as fans all along, hearing this one rumor a long time ago, then just feeding that fire over and over that we want Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? Man, we are in for a world of disappointment if Tom Holland's actually telling us the truth. But I feel like this far into the production, Kevin Feige or someone else in Marvel would have been like, look, these Spider-Verse rumors are getting way out of hand. People are really believing Andrew and Tobey are showing up. You have to put out an official statement that that's not happening, or people are going to be super disappointed. And I think at this point, it's too late for Tom Holland to be denying this stuff. I think it's just things he's going to be asked from now until the end of the year when we finally see Spider-Man. This also would not be the first time an actor, director, or anyone involved with a movie has lied about what's in their film to protect a couple of secrets and spoilers. So this isn't something new here, okay? It's not like a police officer where they can't lie to you. I'm still on the side where I believe Tobey and Andrew are actually going to be showing up in this movie. But it doesn't make me feel good when Tom Holland's out there saying no. Especially after what just happened in that episode of WandaVision where they're basically planting seeds for the multiverse and Multiverse of Madness actually with Doctor Strange too. Like, it would be the biggest waste of the multiverse if you did not throw in a couple of Spider-Man in that movie. The only other thing I can make out from this, if I'm really analyzing all the words he says here, is that they will not appear in this film. So maybe it's what we've been hearing and the Spider-Verse people do not even show up till maybe the post-credit scenes. And there's already talks and rumors. Sony and Marvel went ahead and signed up a whole new deal for Tom Holland in the MCU, another 3 movies and a couple other team-up films. It could be that the next trilogy for Tom Holland's Spider-Man could all be involving a huge Spider-Verse event, and I'd be down for that. But how do you guys feel about Tom Holland's comments about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? Do you think he's actually telling the truth, or do you think he's just having to lie because he can't really tell us yes and ruin the film? But that is just all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you individuals who are hearing me talk right now, because that means you stay towards the end of the videos and keep hearing me talk no matter what it is I'm saying. Oompa Loompa Foompa Doo Jared Carey. You heard that now. No one else did because they left earlier in the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.